Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 1. This unit will give you an overview of projects and project management. In Unit 1, we start out by defining projects and project management. We want a firm understanding of these terms and the characteristics that make up a project and project management before moving on with the rest of the course. We'll take a look at a generic project management methodology developed by the Project Management Institute and talk about the importance of using a project management methodology to get the most value out of your projects. We want to make sure that you can identify certain project manager roles, responsibilities, and competencies. And finally, we'll explore the project manager professional certifications offered by the Project Management Institute just to understand the requirements for at least 2 of these certifications. So why are projects so important today, and why do we even need to know how to manage a project? Today, projects are common practice for implementing organizational strategy. Projects are evaluated and selected based on their value or contributions to achieving the organization's goals and objectives. In the next unit, we'll take a closer look at how projects are evaluated and selected using specific criteria. Projects are often defined as complex, non-routine, one-time effort that is limited by time, budget, resources, and specifications. Projects are different than your everyday repetitive work for several reasons. Projects have a defined lifespan, a clear beginning and end. Projects start out with a well-defined objective, or at least they should have a well-defined objective. Projects usually involve people from several disciplines or different stakeholder groups. Projects follow a defined pattern or life cycle, and projects have a specific time, cost, and performance requirement. Every project creates a unique product, service, or result, which can be tangible or intangible. Projects are just an effective way to get something accomplished, given our limited resources, time, and our money. And we accomplish this using project management principles, processes, and tools and techniques. And we'll discuss these principles, processes, tools, and techniques in more detail throughout the course as we move on through Unit 1 through 8. So, to define project management, we look at the definition provided by the Project Management Institute. And they say that project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to report activities to meet project requirements. There are a lot of drivers behind the use of project management. Projects have become more complex. There is a greater need to use our resources more effectively. Projects that are managed effectively help to preserve or improve the corporate bottom line, and more information is available to customers and the beneficiaries of your projects. These stakeholders are taking more hands-on approach to projects that affect them. Your organization may also be running multiple projects at once. This requires careful coordination of activities and the resources for these projects. You will probably think of other reasons or drivers to use project management in your organization, but I think these drivers are a good representation of why projects and project management are so important today. The Project Management Institute, or PMI, has developed a project management methodology built from a foundation of good practices in managing projects. You'll get to know these good practices as we explore and apply this methodology throughout the course in our assigned readings of the PMBOK, our discussions, and individual exercises. PMI's methodology is organized into 5 project management processes, or process groups, 47 processes in all, and 10 project management knowledge areas, which represents a detailed description of the process inputs, outputs, tools, and techniques used most often to manage a project. Although you have all of these processes available as a project manager to manage a project, you may not always need to use all 47 processes. It's important for the project manager and the project management team to evaluate the project and develop a project plan that applies the processes appropriate to that complexity of that project. The value of the project manager, now apparent to most organizations that use projects to achieve their goals and objectives. The project manager assigned to the project is responsible for the overall success of the project. A successful project manager should have general management skills, including leadership, negotiation, communication, team building, and other human resource management skills. The project manager must also have skills necessary to manage the project management activities required to complete a project, such as managing the project scope of work. Finally, a project manager should have industry-specific management knowledge, such as lifecycle management and product development methodologies. This knowledge and skill is important. However, the project manager should also have the personal competence to behave appropriately when applying the processes, tools, and techniques to a project. This includes how a project manager interacts with others when performing project activities, and the project manager's core personality characteristics. The Project Management Institute publishes the recommended Project Manager Code of Ethics and Professional Responsibilities. You'll see this in your Unit 1 reading assignments. Please be sure to review this document to get an understanding of the personal and professional responsibilities required of a professional project manager. You can also improve your knowledge and project management practices by completing courses in project management, such as this one, working alongside others with knowledge of project management, and looking for professional organizations that support project management activities. The Project Management Institute on the website at www.pmi.org is a good place to start. I've got the link there in the chart. So as you can see, PMI has an array of project management professional certifications that might interest you. However, in this course, we are only going to examine 2 of these. The Certified Associate of Project Management, or CAPM, and the Project Management Professional, or PMP. To earn your CAPM, you must have a secondary degree, high school diploma, associate's degree, or the global equivalent, and 1,500 hours of project management experience, or at least 23 hours of project management education completed by the time you sit for your exam. And at this time, the exam contains 150 multiple choice questions, and you must complete it within 3 hours. This course does satisfy the project management education for the CAPM and the PMP. And to earn your PMP certification, you must have that secondary degree, 7,500 hours leading and directing projects, and 35 hours of project management education. You could also satisfy the requirements to sit for the PMP exam if you have a 4-year degree, 4,500 hours leading and directing projects, and 35 hours of project management education. The exam for this credential is 200 multiple choice questions, and you must complete the exam within 4 hours. So to get started with Unit 1, be sure to review the Unit 1 checklist. You'll want to read through the assigned readings before participating in the Unit 1 discussion, and that is optional. Then when you are comfortable with the topics covered this week, you can attempt the Unit 1 self-assessment. There's an open discussion forum if you have any questions related to the topics, but if your question is technical in nature, please use the technical support link on the left navigation menu.